Hi everybody, Pat Huntoon here from Technique Junkies, and today I'm going to be using some Nuvo Gilding Flakes in silver bullion and this sketched flower stamp, which is a brand new stamp from Technique Junkies. It's S796 Sketch Flowers. It's a nice background stamp, kind of boldish, sketchy kind of flowers there. Today we're going to be using them with the Gilding Flakes. So what I'm going to be doing is taking a couple of different colors of mousse and creating a colorful background here, and then I'm going to be stamping the sketched flower stamp in with Gilding Flakes. So I do a combination of sponge and fingers here to get the color combination I want. This sponge has been used with a couple of different colors. Right now, this is the powder blue I'm putting on here, and I'm creating a metallic background. So I'm going to put this color all over the background. I could stamp into this, I could die cut from it, but look at that metallic. It's just really stunning. So I'm going to add one color, and then I think I'm just going to add some other colors for interest. This color I'm using now is Pacific Teal. I want to mention this, it's going to be really empty. I do trade shows, and in my booth I take the excess from the booth and I bring it home, and that's what ends up being my working stuff at home. So you have to excuse me if it's small. So I'm just going to add some dashes of color here with this. Okay, I just want to show you that my color is way at the end, and I'm having trouble getting it out because it's so far at the end. So I'm just adding a little bit of water there, and now I'm just going to scooch that out so I get some more color on there, so I can add a second color. And I want this to look a little brushy, brush stroking now that I have the first layer on there with the second color. I don't want it to look this Pacific Teal to take over, so I'm just going to leave it a little brush strokey. So pretty, so many pretty metallics there. And I'm going to add a third color, just because the flowers are going to be silver in one color, so the real color comes from this background. And this color I'm using right now, this is one of my favorite colors. This is called Sea Spray Green, Nuvo Mousse Sea Spray Green. And if you've been watching me, I've done other things with this Sea Spray Green. It's kind of a cool, dark greenish color. And this I'm going to put on a little more sparingly. Super metallic shine to it. That's done. I'm going to hit it with a heat tool for a second or two. Be right back. That dries almost instantly with the heat tool. It took me about 30 seconds with the heat tool, and this will wash off my hands, but for the sake of expediency, I'm going to do this all at once. So I'm taking my sketched flowers, and I'm going to be using the Nuvo glue pen. I'm using the thick, fat glue pen. These come in 3 different sizes. This nice, big, fat one, and a medium-sized one, which I really like a lot, and then the minor one, the little one. And they come with, the big one comes with this nice applicator tip to it. See how nice that is? See how mine is dirty? That's okay. I use this a lot. So what you want to do is you want to just tap it a few times to make sure that the glue is coming out. There's the glue. It comes out blue. It dries clear, but it comes out blue. And I'm just going to go over my flowers. Just one quick application of my flowers. And I want to try to keep this as close to on top of the stamp as possible and not really let it go down too far into the crevices, because I want a crisper image. And in order to get that crisper image, you want it on top there. Recap that. And I'm going to stamp right into this. Now I did use a piece of paper larger than my piece, so I can cut it down a little bit. So I'm going to stamp that glue right on there, and use my hand brayer a little bit and peel that right off. Okay, so I think you can see the glue on there. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. You can see the glue on there. I have a couple of smudgy spots, but we'll put our sentiment over that. Now this has glue on it. You want to move your piece to the side, let it dry for a minute or two, because we're gonna wait till it changes color. And then you're just gonna take some stamp cleaner and just clean that off right away. And And then what I want to do is talk to you about Gilding Flakes. So I'm only using one color here. I'm going to be using the silver bullion. Now this container, when you get it, you need to open the container and transfer it into a Tupperware type of container or a storage container. You should be able to get 3 full ones of these out of this jar. These are like stuck in here like a clown car. So as soon as you open this, they're all going to start flying out of there. So you want to make sure that you get them out of there. These are very flyaway. And when you take them out, let me just make sure I have nothing on my fingertips because it's going to stick my fingertips. You're literally going to pull them out and pull them apart like that to get smaller pieces. So what I'm looking for here on this piece is to make sure that there's no real blue showing. I want it to kind of dry a little bit. And I'm going to let this dry for one more second. So what I'm trying to do is get this to a tacky state. That's a tacky state. Can you hear how that's stuck on my finger there? That means that it is tacky to the top. Take the Gilding Flakes really nicely. So what I'm going to do is set my Gilding Flakes here. Now, when you're working at home, it wouldn't hurt you to be working in a shoebox. It helps contain everything. If you're in the top of a shoebox, it works great. But since I don't have a shoebox on my tabletop, I'm just going to create a little thing here, a little area to catch it. And now I'm just going to use my fingers, and I'm going to put it all over it. I'm going to put a bunch on there and just rub this in with my fingertips nice and gently to start. Tap this off. I'm going to save this stuff. Okay, so you want to save it when it's still nice big pieces. If it gets too small and too crumbly, I don't care what kind of Gilding Flakes you use, it'll almost look dull. So once you get that on there in your first thing, you want to take something like a stencil brush, which has a firm bristles to it. And then you want to start brushing off. So I'm just going to use circular motions to brush that off. And what that does is it removes the excess and burnishes it in and down. Now, what's interesting about this is these are nice, delicate flowers on the stamp, but they do have a sketchy quality to them. So the glue actually picks up the more open areas in the sketchy. So that is what it looks like. Is that not gorgeous? It's the silver metallic background with a beautiful, on top of a beautiful metallic cardstock. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future rubber stamping tutorials. Thanks for watching today. See you next time.